Welcome back. We are going to talk about my mini mall booth and update y'all. So it's been about 3 months since I have officially had this booth working up here in the Denton mini mall, and I've added a few things. I've changed it around a little bit, and I'm going to walk you through it. First big difference is I have this shelving unit now, and I have added a lot more stuff to it. I have a lot of just like trinkets and little items that I no longer use for cosplay, don't have a reason to keep. So they are now here on display. I've organized it for like hats and then crowns and accessories up top. The middle is just like little baggies of like cat ears and other things that I no longer need. I have a lot of little items that I intended on using to piece together characters in a casual version, and then I just never did it. The bottom two are more trinket items, and then I have a cosplay wigs bin. None of the wigs have sold yet, so I am going to be marking them down. I think they're really cool. I even have like the photo on them, but we'll see what happens once I mark it down. I still have print boxes ready and some paintings in there as well. And then my little like QR code thing. I have all of my stickers, buttons, and keychains right here on this rack. And I really like this. I think this is my favorite part of the booth, and it's all from Dollar Tree. I do also have this sneaky little hook back here to hang up flower crowns and other things that have hooky dooks. On the actual clothing rack, I still have the skirt hook. I have added a lot more stuff to it and decided that corsets are now going to go here, because whenever I try to hang up the corsets, they always end up on the floor, and it's kind of annoying. I still have a lot of the original items from the setup in here, so I've gone through and significantly discounted the price. This was like $35. It is now $20, and just that entire vibe. One of the things I did not take into account was going to be the damage overall to these items from being touched and used to like an extreme. So I'm hoping with the discount they get sold and get to a good home, but we will see. Some of them I might have to pull just out of here completely because I don't know, they're just so damaged at this point from so many hands being on them. But we'll see. I'm going to give it another couple weeks before I decide to do that. But now that I've discounted the items, I am hoping that they do better. And yeah, that is how this is going. I'm going to break down a lot of the financial details of how much more I've spent, how much more I'm predicting that I earn on it, and just the overall like vibe of the booth in general. I haven't really spent more money on getting material stuff because like in general all of this stuff is stuff that I'm no longer using. So it is not that like I'm buying stuff with the intent to resell it. I don't want to do that. That is not the vibe that I want to go for. So we're just going to see how these new items do and hope that they get good homes. Okay, so that is how the mini booth looks in person right now. Like I said, it's been a few months since I did the overall video, and so far I've seen a little bit of less traction. I think it's just because it's not new anymore. However, things are constantly being like touched and moved around, so it tells me that people are still like looking at the items, and I think that discounting a lot of them should help in the long run. I also have a ton more stuff that I'm going to be adding because I did another like overall purge, but my goal is to still like be shooting stuff and then be putting it in the booth, and I just haven't been able to do that yet. I'm hoping to shoot a couple of my more like cutesy looks to be able to like repurpose into booth like inventory, but it means that I have to find the locations and actually like book the shoot. And a lot of these I don't want to like spend a lot of money on the shoot, so it is trying to make it like budget friendly since these aren't going to be like popular cosplays, but you know, it's trying to figure out where the balance is in the budget there, because like booth rent still needs to be covered by the sales of it. And at this point, I feel like that's definitely still happening, but I want that to be a continual, like, I don't know, growth, to be able to make it worth it and be able to make the sales match the amount of effort that I'm putting in into sustaining the booth, going through inventory, and also like going there and cleaning it up every now and then. So we'll see how that goes. This is just like a mini update for that overall. But so far, I'm still having a lot of fun having the booth. I think I'm going to be doing a lot more arts and crafts stuff and making a lot more stuff to be able to have more unique items there, and I might be working with a different artist and having his merchandise like on one of the shelves in my unit as well, to help cut the cost of rent a little bit and bring more eyes on the booth in general. When we are splitting it, it's not going to be through the actual place. That is all going to be me. So it's going to be sitting down, organizing it, and figuring it out. And that is very, very common for antique booths and artists' booths at events. So I'm thinking it's a good idea to do that now and start making those connections and making that really like for sure gonna happen. But yeah, that is my mini update on the Antique Mall booth. If you want to go check it out, it is in Denton. And yeah, hopefully my next update, I'll be able to have more of a routine, but we'll see what happens then. That's all for now. See ya. I just want to give a big shout out to all of my patrons, including those in the Mr. Stark tier, Lewis, Mondo, and John. Thank you guys so much.